40-year-old woman from Delhi who leveled abduction and gang rape charges against 5 men with whom she is locked in a property dispute was arrested on Saturday, 2 days after police nabbed 3 of her accomplices for cheating and forgery. Superintendent of Police Ghaziabad Nipun Agarwal said the woman was arrested by our police team. She was presented before a magistrate who sent her to judicial remand for 14 days. The woman's accomplices Azad, Afsal and Gaurav were arrested on Thursday. On Thursday, the Ghaziabad police, which had detained 4 of the 5 men named in the case, rubbished the claims of the woman that she had been gang raped and said the entire conspiracy was hatched as the woman and the accused have a running dispute over property. Joining us at this point is Rekha Agarwal, Senior Advocate, Supreme Court. Rekha, how do you react to this very surprising and shocking story emerging from Ghaziabad?
If this version of the police is correct, that she had filed a false case and leveled false allegations only because it was a property dispute, if the police version is to be believed, then I'll really say that it is a very sad state of affairs where women are misusing the laws that have been made for them to protect them. The definition of rape after Nirbhaya case had become so vast so that no woman who's a victim of any kind of sexual assault, is not able to get justice, and the police were duty bound to, register an FIR. Howsoever, vague or, false it would appear to be prima facie. Having said that, now this woman has leveled allegations. She's leveled allegations against 5 men. I do not know on what basis the Ghaziabad police has come, to the conclusion that it was a false FIR, because after Nirbhaya case, the very fact that a woman makes an allegation of any kind of sexual assault, be it rape or any kind of molestation, the police is bound to register an FIR under Section 354 IPC or under Section 376 IPC. So in this case also, the woman has leveled an allegation and she's made, allegations against 3 or 4 persons. Now, whether it is not the role of the police to decide at this stage of, at this point of time, whether her FIR is true or false. The fact is she has made an allegation of sexual assault, she's made an allegation of rape, and she has made it by name in Hindi, which is called namzad. So she's named 5 persons as guilty of having gang raped her. Now, prima facie, those an FIR having been registered against these people, the Ghaziabad police was duty bound to take action against them and arrest them. Now that is another matter. Now I do not know on what basis the Ghaziabad police can say with such strong conviction that her FIR was only to settle other scores of property dispute. If that be the case, then I would say that it is a real sad state of affairs, because as that old saying goes, that one rotten apple spoils the whole basket. And these laws which have been made, as it is, women hardly get justice in our country because of the police insensitivity, because of the long process it takes for the courts to decide a matter. And now that the courts are becoming more sensitive to the fact that women do not get justice, and more laws are being enacted, police is being sensitized to register cases of sexual assault, even though they may appear to be false. But in this case, if this woman has misused the law which has been made for, for the protection of women, it is a very sad state of affairs. And if there is a prima facie evidence, she may be having a property dispute. I'm nobody to decide at this point of time whether she has a property dispute or not. And police cannot even say prima facie whether her FIR of rape and that too gang rape and abduction was false or not. I would only say that in this case, there should be 2 parallel FIRs, one for gang rape and abduction, and the second for filing a false case. So both those FIRs have to go, hand in hand. But simply because this woman has made she has been arrested on some evidence that it was a motivated FIR. If the UP police has arrested her, I cannot say without reading the FIR what is the material in their hands for them to arrest this lady and send her behind for 2 weeks judicial police remand. So without reading the FIRs, it would be very difficult for me to comment. But yes, whoever is who misuses the provisions of law, whether it was those alleged gang rapists, they should face the conviction. They should face the trial under Section 376. And if this lady, the prosecutrix, has misused the law and she has made false allegations, whereas it was only to settle scores, that to a property dispute, she should also suffer the consequences. Law is equal for everybody in our country. Just because she's a woman, she's not, above law. So I hope that the UP police is able to deliver justice to both the persons, to the accused as well as to the complainant.
Yes, let me also bring in Ved Bhushan, former ACP, into this conversation. Ved Bhushan, your interpretation of the chain of events, the sequence of events, and the multiple U-turns that this case has seen in the last few days.
रेखा मैडम ने बिल्कुल राइटली पॉइंट आउट किया है। इस लॉ का जो रेप के नए लॉज हैं जो निर्भया के बाद आए थे, उनका रैम्पेंट मिसयूज है। पुलिस स्टेशंस के अंदर पुलिस को बड़ी प्रॉब्लम आ रही है कि क्या सच है क्या झूठ है, फ्लडेड है। बहुत सारे मोलेस्टेशन के केस ड्यू टू वन और अदर रीजन, प्रॉपर्टी डिस्प्यूट्स है, पर्सनल एनिमिटी है, लव अफेयर एंड ऑल दैट, मनी के बहुत सारे इश्यूज हैं। मैं एक खुद केस के एक इन्वेस्टिगेशन में मैं रहा हूँ, खुद आई और रहा हूँ। उस केस का बहुत मशहूर केस है हनी ट्रैप केस। उसमें सुप्रीम कोर्ट की लॉयर, आपको देखा कि सुप्रीम कोर्ट की लॉयर किसी बहुत बड़े मेंबर ऑफ पार्लियामेंट से 7 करोड़ रुपए की डिमांड करती है। वो मैटर हाई कोर्ट तक जाता है और वो उनको खुद एक्सटॉर्शन में मैंने अरेस्ट किया था। तो सबसे बड़ी प्रॉब्लम पुलिस के सामने चैलेंज ये है कि जो रिकॉर्ड मेंटेन करने का ब्रिटिशर्स का टाइम का हायरार्की का टाइम है, कंप्लेनेंट का हम लोग कोई रिकॉर्ड नहीं है पूरे इंडिया में, अभी तक कोई सिस्टम नहीं है। केवल एक्यूज या एलिगेशन जो अरेस्ट होते हैं उनका एक रिकॉर्ड कंप्यूटर्स में तमाम रिकॉर्ड्स के अंदर मेंटेन किया जाता है। परंतु ऐसे बहुत सारे मामले हैं जहां पर एक लड़की ने बहुत सारे फॉल्स एफआईआर दर्ज कराई हैं, लोगों से एक्सटॉर्शन किए हैं, ब्लैकमेल की है, प्रॉपर्टी डिस्प्यूट्स के अंदर इन्वॉल्व है। सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट है मोटिव को एस्टेब्लिश करना। पुलिस के लिए एक बहुत बड़ा चैलेंज होता है जब लड़की थाने के अंदर आती है। जैसा कि मैडम रेखा ने बताया कि पुलिस को बड़ा चैलेंज होता है कि उसकी एफआईआर, क्योंकि बाउंड है पुलिस, क्योंकि अदरवाइज पुलिस के खिलाफ भी पीनल एक्शंस अट्रैक्ट होते हैं। तो परंतु आज की डेट में बहुत सारी चीजें इन्वेस्टिगेशन में क्लियर हो जाती हैं, जैसे सीसीटीवी फुटेज है या कॉल डिटेल्स है, उनकी लोकेशन आ जाती है। परंतु फिर भी अभी बहुत सारे लैकुना है जिसका मिसयूज इस तरह के केसेस में बहुत सारी महिलाएं कर रही हैं, बल्कि मेरा कहना गैंग्स ऑपरेट कर रहे हैं। आपने देखा होगा बहुत सारे, नॉट ओनली इन दिल्ली गाजियाबाद, पूरे अक्रॉस इंडिया इस तरह के बहुत सारे केसेज आ रहे हैं जहां पर फॉल्स केसेज, जिनको हनी ट्रैप केसेज भी कह सकते हैं। पहले हनी ट्रैप केसेज बड़े मैटर्स के अंदर होते थे, आर्मी ऑफिसर्स को हनी ट्रैप में लिया जाता था और तरह से लिया जाता था। परंतु आज जो है हनी ट्रैप केसेज इतने ज्यादा हो रहे हैं। अननोन आदमी के आदमी के पास फोन आएगा, किस तरह से वो अपने आप को हनी ट्रैप में लेती हैं आदमी को, और फिर किस तरह से ब्लैकमेलिंग की जाती है। बहुत बड़े लार्ज स्केल पर ये गैंग्स ऑपरेट कर रहे हैं। और ये पर्सनल एक मैटर है जो गाजियाबाद का जहां तक बताया गया है। तो ये तमाम चीजें जो अब आई हैं, कहीं ना कहीं तो इसमें कुछ सच्चाई है कि उसने कहीं ना कहीं एक प्रॉपर्टी डिस्प्यूट्स में सेटल करने के लिए एक फॉल्स केस रजिस्टर कराया, जिसकी वजह से उसको उसमें अरेस्ट किया गया। और ऐसे सारे बहुत सारे केसेज हैं जहां कंप्लेनेंट को भी पुलिस ने अरेस्ट किया है, फॉल्स केसेज में, एक्सटॉर्शन केसेज के अंदर। और बहुत सारे ऐसे इश्यूज हैं जहां पर अभी इन्वेस्टिगेशन होनी बकाया है। बहुत सारे ऐसे मैटर्स हैं जहां पर मजबूरी के अंदर जो एलिज्ड पर्सन है, किसी समाज के दबाव के अंदर, प्रेशर के अंदर, वो अपनी बात पुलिस तक नहीं पहुंचाते, अदालत तक नहीं उनकी बात नहीं पहुंचाई जाती। परंतु धीरे धीरे अब सारी सोसाइटी इस बारे में अवेयर हो रही है। जो इस तरह की फॉल्स केसेज आ रहे हैं, लोग खुलकर पुलिस स्टेशन में आते हैं कि मेरे साथ हनी ट्रैप हुआ है, मेरे साथ इस तरह से मुकदमा झूठा दर्ज कराया गया है। तो ये जो इसी क्रम के अंदर इस केस को देखा जाए, और पुलिस ने इस चैलेंज को एक्सेप्ट किया है और उस लेडी को अरेस्ट किया, उसके एक्म्प्लिसेस को अरेस्ट किया है। आने वाले टाइम में, जैसा रेखा मैडम ने कहा, कि इन्वेस्टिगेशन के बाद और चीजें क्लियर होंगी कि व्हाट वेंट रॉन्ग और किस तरह से इस केस की इन्वेस्टिगेशन की जाती है। लेट अस वेट फॉर अदर टाइम।
Barkha Treyan, activist, is also with us at this point on the broadcast. Barkha, your reading of these chain of events, do you believe that this is yet another reminder of why obviously investigation must be done before individuals are painted as murderers or rapists or criminals?
Yeah, can you hear me, Uday?
Yes.
Yeah, Uday, see, these cases are increasing day by day. We are seeing this on daily basis, that the rape cases are filed on the promise of marriage, maximum rape cases, then property dispute settlement, then any other revenge they want to settle. But the good thing which I am seeing these days are that men are also approaching the police station. They are going to the police station and telling, and the police is also sometimes, not every time, I will say very few cases, the police is also cooperating. Otherwise, initially it used to happen that whatever the woman has said is the only verdict and nothing else will be heard. The other side of the coin will never be heard. I spoke to many people regarding this case in Meerut, as well as the police officials. They told me that with minute investigation, they could come to this conclusion. Otherwise, she could have again got scot-free. Now I think there should be serious action taken against this woman, because such cases inspire other women also to file false and fabricated cases on men. The whole life of theirs is destroyed and ruined. Not only one person, the whole family life is ruined. And they have to only go to courts for years and years and years to get justice, which is always delayed, and justice delayed is justice denied. We all know about this. Sure, I'm sure things will improve, and we will have gender neutral laws in the country so that things can be better for men, women, and everyone who is living in the country, even the transgenders. I'm talking about all. So when only India has gender neutral laws, then only things will improve. Here, justice only is thought in the name of women, that the woman has to only achieve justice, get justice in the country, but it is other people also, men and transgenders, who should also get justice. I believe the justice system should be strong, the investigation should be strong, and that is why I also always say that there's a dire need of court reforms as well as police reforms. And unless and until we have these reforms, things we won't be achieving a better India or whatever we talk about, because in India, the laws are only biased. They work only towards women. But in the 21st century, we all should be on the same platform. Anybody and everybody should get justice. And justice means justice. Not that you have been fighting the whole of your life, and at the end of the life, and you have ended your life, and then others are fighting for you and you don't get justice. Right now, things, I think, according to me, things are improving. But this improvement is very less. We need lots more to be done in this field. And I thank the Ghaziabad police as well as Praveen sir for doing proper investigation, minute investigation in this particular case. There are lakhs of such cases, but they are not coming.
Okay, let me also get a quick response from Rekha Agarwal to those points that you've made. I think we've lost Barkha Trehan there. It seems that a frame has frozen. Let's try and get that checked. But Rekha Agarwal, do you believe this safeguarding is needed, or is this a general argument that Barkha Trehan is making, or do you believe there is reason to believe that these cases are increasing as she's just pointing out?
Something went wrong with them.
I think Barkha is back. Should I respond or should Barkha?
Please. No, please go ahead, yes. Rekha Agarwal. Yeah.
Yes. I heard what Barkha said, and I think she's made very valid, points. We do need, gender, neutral laws. And as of now, though, after Nirbhaya, the laws have become very much in favor of women as far as sexual offences are concerned, and men are continuously becoming. Hello.
We can hear you.
Yes, as I said that post Nirbhaya, the Indian Penal Code, as far as sexual offences against women are concerned, has become very, very vast to make sure that women do not get deprived of getting their FIRs registered, and that because of any delinquent police officials. So, but at the same time, I do appreciate the point what Barkha said, that these laws are being misused, and a lot of women are filing these FIRs to settle their oblique scores. So, and ultimately, what happens is that there are long, tedious trials in the court. In this particular case, of course, the UP police has been quick in registering an FIR of extortion, against the prosecutrix in this particular matter. But there are many cases in which, in the beginning, the police has got no evidence against the complainant, and ultimately the accused persons, even if they get, even if they're acquitted in the trial, it takes a number of years. It spoils their lives totally. Many people even end up, committing suicide, and they go into depression. Their whole families are ruined. And as far as the law is concerned, the only provision is that under 182, the accused persons, if they are acquitted, they can file a case for malicious prosecution against the complainant. But that takes a number of years, and that case under 182 can only be filed after the accused persons, have been proved to be not guilty. So, having said that, I think that all the laws in our country, they, though of course I will not deny the fact, that women have always been at the receiving end, and I'm not supporting, laws that should be totally in favor of women. But yes, in our country, let us not forget the fact that, though there may be some women, who are misusing the laws, but by and large, women have been treated as second citizens in our country, and they have not been able to get the basic justice that they too deserve. So a balance has to be drawn, where men and women both are concerned. Both are equal in the eyes of law. The law does not make any differentiation, under Article 14 of the Constitution. Both men and women are equal. There can be no discrimination on the ground of gender. But I wish that, our citizens of our country would become more sensitive. We need more police reforms. We need more education. People should be made aware of their laws, both men and women. Even women need to be aware of the laws, that if they make false allegations, tomorrow they could be in the docks themselves. So a balance is the need of the hour. But as of now, as a lawyer practicing in the court, I do come across a number of cases where I feel that, yes, the woman is trying to misuse the powers, the laws that have been given to her. And more men, come and they have that, disheartened feeling, and they say, ma'am, hame to nyay milega nahi. Let us talk about matrimonial laws. Even in such cases, the husbands, they have that angst in their hearts. They say, ma'am, ye to auraton ke liye bane hue hain kanun. So I think that this impression needs to be dispelled in the mind of the common man, that laws in our country, they may not, some of the laws may not be, gender neutral, but the legal system ensures that, no woman is able to get away with literally like murder simply because she's a woman. So that impression in the mind of the common man needs to be changed, so that even men have got faith in the justice delivery system.
Right. Yes. Ved Bhushan. Okay. Ved Bhushan. Yes. Wanting to come in. Ji. Ved Bhushan ji.
जी, I can hear you very well.
Yes, Ved Bhushan, आप कुछ कहना चाह रहे थे in response to Rekha Agarwal?
Yes, she is rightly pointed out. जो ट्रायल है, जो लैंडमार्क एक केस था निर्भया का, जिसका बार-बार हम और आप तमाम मीडिया पर जिक्र करते हैं, 14 इयर्स लग गए उसको कन्विक्शन तक पहुंचाने में। तो ये जो ट्रायल का प्रोसेस है और जो पुलिस की इन्वेस्टिगेशन का प्रोसेस है, सबको कटघरे में लाकर खड़ा कर देता है कि जो स्पीडी ट्रायल की जरूरत होती है इस तरह के केसेस में, और खास तौर से एक विक्टिम जिसका कि कोई ऑफेंस ही नहीं है, उसको एक फाल्स केस में इम्प्लीकेट कर दिया जाए। और रेप जैसे, जिसमें सोसाइटी भी एक उसको दूसरी निगाह से देखती है, उसकी फैमिली भी दूसरी निगाह से देखती है। और जहां तक मैडम ने बोला, बिल्कुल राइटली सेड के 182 में जो हम लोग केस करते हैं, वेरी फ्यू, मैं कहता हूं लाखों में जो मैलिशियस प्रोसिक्यूशन है, कभी एक केस में कोई हिम्मत करके कोर्ट में आया होगा कि आई वाज इम्प्लीकेटेड इन ए फॉल्स केस। तो ये दुर्भाग्य की बात है। तमाम चीजें जो हैं धीरे धीरे सोसाइटी के अंदर आ रही हैं, लोग अवेयर हो रहे हैं, मेल भी अवेयर हो रहे हैं। अब और सबसे बड़ी पेनफुल चीज ये है कि ये लोअर सोसाइटी में नहीं है, मिडिल एंड अपर सोसाइटी में है। जो पढ़े लिखे लोग, लड़के लड़कियां, या इस तरह के लोग हैं वो इसमें इन्वॉल्व हैं। जो पुअर तबका है, गरीब तबका है, वो नॉर्मली इन सब चीजों में नहीं जाता। इसलिए अब वक्त आ गया है कि तमाम पुलिसिंग को दूसरी तरफ शिफ्ट होके जो कंप्लेनेंट के जो जानकारियां हैं वो भी रिकॉर्ड्स में रखी जाएं कि कौन लड़की कितनी बार फॉल्स केसेस दर्ज करा चुकी है। मेरी लाइफ में पुलिस की सर्विस के दौरान में ऐसी ऐसी लड़कियां आई हैं जिन्होंने 7-7 रेप केसेस फॉल्स रजिस्टर कराए हुए हैं। इट्स ए मैटर ऑफ चांस कि वो दिल्ली में ही डिफरेंट पुलिस स्टेशन में हुए थे तो आ गए, परंतु एक लड़की बॉम्बे, कलकत्ता, मद्रास कहीं भी जाकर फॉल्स केस करती है तो वो उसको पकड़ पाना पुलिस के लिए, उसकी इन्वेस्टिगेशन करना अपने आप में एक बहुत बड़ा चैलेंज होती है। मैंने तो यहाँ तक देखा है कि इंटरनेशनल लेवल पर एक बहुत बड़े हॉकी के प्लेयर थे, कैप्टन थे हमारे देश के, उनके खिलाफ एक लेडी लंदन से आकर एक फॉल्स केस दर्ज कराने के लिए इंडिया आगे किसी भी तरह से वो रिवेंज लेना चाहती थी हमारे क्रिकेट के कैप्टन से। उनकी पर्सनल कोई एनिमिटी थी, पर्सनल इश्यूज थे, कोई लव का अफेयर था, कुछ और फाइनेंशियल इश्यूज थे। तो ये तमाम चीजें सोसाइटी में धीरे धीरे मीडिया के थ्रू, आपके थ्रू सोसाइटी में जा रही हैं। लोग अब डरते नहीं है, आदमी भी नहीं डरते हैं, वो थाने में पहुंच जाते हैं कि मेरे खिलाफ इस तरह से एक्सटॉर्शन किया जा रहा है या फॉल्स केस रजिस्टर किया गया है। आने वाले टाइम में और तमाम चीजें क्रिस्टल क्लियर होंगी और ये सोसाइटी के लिए एक अच्छा ट्रेंड है। हम सबको इसको वेलकम करना चाहिए। ओवर टू यू।
जी बिल्कुल। और बरखा त्रेहन, अगर हम बात करें, बरखा, लास्ट वर्ड टू यू ऑन द सेफगार्ड्स। सो व्हाट फर्दर सेफगार्ड्स are needed according to you?
Uday, I would like to comment on this, which Rekha ji has also very well pointed out, and Vedbhushan ji also, that even if the man is not found guilty, he gets acquittal from court. Nobody dares. Thousands of men I have dealt, I have told them, where they have to go to the courts and file this 182, but they don't, because they get so much frustrated from the legal system, the justice system. उनको लगता है कि एक बार में भी हम इतने परेशान हो गए, जिंदगी में दूसरी बार कोर्ट का मुंह या पुलिस स्टेशन का मुंह नहीं देखेंगे, चाहे मर जाए. So that is the fear which is inside in men. And you were talking about solutions. What solutions can we give? I know of girls who have put false rape allegation 10 times, and this is a recent case from Gurgaon. They have filed 10 rape cases. So how can we, until and unless we make this law gender neutral, nothing is going to change. I have always asked the government, be it anyone, all the political parties, that make laws gender neutral. You ape everything from the West. You bring in everything from West to India. Why not make in India the laws should be gender neutral, and especially the rape laws. And secondly, consensual sex is not rape. Maximum of the rape charges are filed on pretext of marriage, and every day these cases are increasing day by day, where men are on the barren land. They are never heard. So Jago, this is for the law minister. Jago law minister sahab, time aa gaya hai when you hear the pain, suffering of men also. See, this is 1 or 2 cases where men are heard and FIR is filed. What next? Even if an FIR is filed, what action will be taken against the woman? Will anybody come and ask to hang the accuser, false accuser? I always say hang the false accuser. Have we ever talked about this? It is equally painful when a man goes through such a lot, and when we hear all this pain and suffering, still we are mute, we are all quiet. We don't ask for hang the false accuser. When we say hang the rapist, everybody says hang the rapist. Why not hang the false accuser also? Do it, and then you will see. If we have some serious punishment, very serious punishment for the women who file false cases, everything will again be better. The cases will also come down. Here we are seeing every day so many cases on daily basis. We don't even talk about. Thanks that NewsX is even talking about this. I'm glad, Uday, we are discussing this.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.